Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about something every NBA basketball fan loves: revenge games. These are the games where a superstar player, after an ugly breakup with their team, returns to face their old squad with a point to prove. Whether they left in free agency, demanded a trade, or were blindsided by a front office move, these players had one thing in common. They showed up, they showed out, and made sure everyone knew that they were once the franchise player. From James Harden silencing Houston to LeBron's return to Cleveland, let's break down the top 5 most iconic revenge games in NBA history, and trust me, some of these performances were nothing short of legendary. Now, before we get into the rankings, let's define what makes a revenge game truly legendary. Not every player who switches teams is hated when they come back. Some guys get a standing ovation, a tribute video, and hugs from their former teammates. But others, well, they walk into an arena full of boos, hatred, and a fan base that wants to see them fail. Now, to me, a revenge game has to have these elements: a messy departure, whether through trade demands, front office drama, or shocking free agency decisions, the player's exit wasn't smooth. It also has to have high stakes, either a game with playoff implications or one with major media attention. It has to have a dominant performance. The player has to show up and remind their former team what they lost. And lastly but not least, pure emotion. Whether it's taunts, stare downs, or trash talk, the game has to have that extra fire. Now that we've set the stage, let's get right into it.
I hope he never wins anything in Miami. He is dead to me. LeBron can never come back. He's one of our own. He's from Akron. He has a tattoo of loyalty.
We have to start with the obvious and recent honorable mention, Luka's first game against Dallas. When the Mavericks shockingly traded Luka Doncic to the Lakers this season, yes, the same guy who led them to the NBA Finals the year before, NBA fans were stunned. Dallas claimed it was due to weight and conditioning concerns, but Luka wasted no time proving they made a huge mistake. In just his 5th game with the Lakers, he faced his old team and made a statement with a triple-double of 19 points, 15 rebounds, and 12 assists. But it wasn't just the numbers, it was the way he played, staring down the Mavericks bench and Nico Harrison, controlling the game and leading the Lakers to victory alongside LeBron James. Every time Luka faces Dallas now, you can bet he's out for blood. But now, let's get into the official top 5 and ones that we have seen a larger sample size of. James Harden has had his history of ugly exits from his teams, but his first major revenge game was against the Oklahoma City Thunder. In 2012, OKC had one of the best young cores ever: Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, Harden, and Serge Ibaka. But when it came time to pay Harden, the Thunder decided he wasn't worth a max contract and traded him to Houston. Needless to say, it was a bad move. On February 20, 2013, Harden faced his old team and put on an absolute clinic. He torched OKC for 46 points, shot 7 for 8 from 3, and even hit a dagger step back in the 4th quarter. It wasn't just a revenge game, it was the moment Harden proved he was a superstar, and OKC had made a huge mistake choosing Ibaka over him. Now, this next one goes back to the late 80s, when free agency wasn't even a real thing. Tom Chambers was the first unrestricted free agent in NBA history, and he wasted no time making a statement. Yes, it was that long ago, but revenge games still happened. After Seattle basically pushed him out by signing players at his position, he signed with the Phoenix Suns and became a dominant force. In his first game back in Seattle, he dropped 28 points and grabbed 11 rebounds. The next time he played in Seattle, another 27-point performance. It may not be much talked about today, but this was the first real revenge game of the modern NBA we know today. Vince Carter's time in Toronto was legendary, but when he left, the fan base turned on him in a big way. When he was traded to the New Jersey Nets, Raptors fans felt betrayed. So when Carter returned to Toronto, they let him hear it. But VC didn't just take the boos, he thrived off them. In his first game back, he dropped 39 points in a Nets win, helping orchestrate a 14-point comeback. And he wasn't done. Over the years, he hit not one but 2 game winners against the Raptors and even knocked them out of the playoffs in 2007. Carter didn't just have a revenge game, he had a revenge career against his old team. Now, let's be honest, you knew this next one was coming. Kevin Durant's decision to leave the Thunder for the Warriors in 2016 remains one of the most controversial moves in NBA history. Oklahoma City fans were furious, and his former teammate Russell Westbrook took it personally. When KD faced the Thunder as a Warrior, the tension was off the charts. The crowd booed him every time he touched the ball, and Westbrook was locked in a heated battle with his old friend turned rival. But Durant silenced the crowd with 39 points in his first matchup, then followed it up with 34 points in his first game back in Oklahoma City. The cupcake memes, the stare downs, the trash talk, this revenge game had it all. And to make it worse for OKC fans, Durant went on to win 2 championships with the Warriors, proving his decision, while controversial, led to team success. At number 1, this was by far the ultimate revenge game. No other NBA return had more hype, drama, and pure hostility than LeBron James's first game back in Cleveland. When LeBron left the Cleveland Cavaliers for the Miami Heat in 2010, Cleveland fans felt betrayed. Jerseys were burned, signs were made, and the city turned against the kid from Akron.
I hope he never wins anything in Miami. He is dead to me.
So when LeBron and the Heat rolled into Cleveland on December 2nd, 2010, the energy in the arena was unreal. Fans held up anti-LeBron signs, they threw batteries, booed him relentlessly, and did everything they could to rattle his cage. But LeBron, he put on an absolute show. 38 points, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds in a dominant 118-90 win. He smiled, laughed, and made sure Cleveland knew they had just lost the best player in the world. Of course, all was forgiven when he returned in the summer of 2014 and delivered a championship in 2016, but in that moment, that was pure, cold-blooded revenge. So there you guys have it, the 5 most iconic NBA revenge games we've ever seen. Which one was your favorite, and did we miss any? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into NBA history. My name is Damian Peters, this is Basketball Network. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.